Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right now I'm just showing you all of the ingredients that I used for this failed Flexi rod set. I don't think it was what I used. I think it's how I did my hair. So let's jump right in. So I'm just going to be telling you guys what I would recommend doing next time and what I did wrong. So hopefully you'll learn from this. And if you have any other suggestions, feel free to comment below. So as you can see, I'm adding a lot of products, but I do not have water in my regimen at all because I wanted, or I thought I wanted, my hair to dry. So problem number one, probably would have added water if I had more time, but I didn't. But I added products that had water in it, so it was almost like I added water. So don't do that if you are a low porosity girl trying to avoid the wet damp look that you're going to see at the end of this video. Problem number two, although we have a cute curl right there, adding more product just to make it stick onto the curl, the Flexi rod, may not be the best thing to do. Like I said, if you want it to dry overnight, unless you have something that's gonna be a holding gel of some sort that dries down quickly, I would not recommend that. Also, as you can see, I haven't really mastered or grasped the concept of Flexi rod to curl ratio. What I mean by that is literally finding the right rotation or the right hand flip to master the right curl. I literally watched every Flexi rod tutorial you can think of and said, okay, I'm gonna do this. And as soon as I get my Flexi rod in my hand, it's like my whole brain goes to mush, trying to figure out what is the best way. Should I rotate it to the back? Should I rotate it to the front? Should I start at the bottom and then work my way up and then rotate? I have yet to master this rotation setup sort of thing. So you'll see me throughout this video literally winging it, which may not be the best thing to do when you're trying to get curls the very next day or define curls the very next day. So I would recommend kind of practicing first, and then when it's time to actually do it, you'll have your hand kind of getting used to the rotation, so you'll remember. Another tip, just saying, as you can see, I'm actually talking, but I'm on the phone, so just ignore my mouth. But I am doing a middle part because I thought, well, me doing a middle part, I could probably part it separately, but if things go the way they go, well, hopefully it will be correctly, I will already have one style, which would be the middle part, and I could just throw it, to the left or right at like day 15 if I need it. Okay, don't do that, guys. I would recommend a deep side part if you want your hair to stay in that deep side part for the remainder of the style. The middle part is for the, lengthy girls who have been there a while, who know what to do when it starts to get old. I'm not there yet. I thought I was, but I'm not. So I would recommend doing a deep side part. That way, if it does come out bad, you still have a deep side part look. With the middle part, you literally throw the entire hairstyle away if the curls don't come out like you intended. With the deep side part, at least you have some sort of deep style, deep wave sort of thing, and you can kind of play that off a little bit better. Another tip, ladies and gentlemen, when you get towards the front, literally do not do what I'm doing right now, which is finger parting. I normally do finger parting in the front because it's easiest for me, but I was tired by this point, so I'm literally whatever piece of hair comes into my hands, I'm like, okay, if this is big enough, then I'm putting it into a Flexi rod. It is important to kind of sketch out what you're going to use or how you're going to part your hair so your Flexi rods can mirror how you're going to part your hair, if that makes sense. I had purple Flexi rods, which were bigger than the orange Flexi rods that you see me using now. For the thicker hair girls We want to get more purple flexi rods if you want that buffed out kind of big curl, loose curl sort of look. Now, once again, I have not mastered how to make tight curls with these big flexi rods. So please help me out if you are listening. But I recommend for your thicker sections of your hair, use the bigger flexi rods. These were the only flexi rods that I had, so I made it work with what I had. Well, sort of. But when you get to the front, if no other section looks good, the front has to look good. This, on the other hand, I was literally like, okay, I was down to like, I think 4 flexi rods by this point. I was already tired, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Whatever works, works. I don't care how it looks at this point. I'm just going to throw a flexi rod in here, pray it dries down fast enough so I can like separate it if I need to, if it's a bigger curl. But guys, woo, this prayer that I did for myself did not work. I literally prayed that this worked, and wow, y'all, this is the next day. Watch what happens. Ladies and gents, I am beginning to take my hair down right now, and foolish of me to start in the back, because the back of my hair usually does well with following directions. So it had me to believe that this flexi rod was going to come out somewhat presentable for the general public. You'll see my face change in about maybe 10 seconds, because I then noticed that my hair is, not only is it not dry, but the curls are coming out very much golden girl. Thank you for being a friend. And at this point, guys, I'm like, all right, I'm already preparing my backup hairstyle. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is not even 10 flexi rods in, and I'm like, you know what? Yep, this is not going to work. We tried it. We failed it, but it's okay. Because, guys, I'm going to just let y'all watch my facial expression in the next like 20 seconds. So y'all understand the frustration that I get from trying something that I've been doing in high school and college. And the moment I actually make a channel for natural hair about stuff like this, I can't even create a flexi rod style. Like, how embarrassing. Like, I cannot make this up. Like, what in the Snoop Dogg in the 90s is going on here? Like, hair is shiny, fresh looking, the whole nine, but sis ain't got one curl that will last 10 minutes. Like, what is going on here? At this point, guys, I am literally, like, I cannot believe this is happening. But luckily for me, I usually have at least 3 or 4 hairstyles that are like what I consider backup hairstyles in the event that this happens. So I was already, like I said earlier, planning on redoing this hairstyle so that it works and keeping the curls that I have. And I'm actually getting ready to show you in 3, 2, and 1. As promised, I am going to, first of all, I'm just getting home, so please don't think that I'm just sitting in the room doing this. But as promised, I wanted to show you guys the end results, or the final results of the Flexi Rod set. As you see, we are back literally to square one. Why? Because my hair has a mind of its own. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys what I do as a in case of emergency, like Mayday styles that I do in the event that a flexi rod set does not work. I have 3 styles that I'm going to try to show you guys. I hope that my hair cooperates, but here we go. So if you saw my Instagram post, I'll put a picture up somewhere. The first one is a go-to. Y'all should know this by now, but it's like a little bun, a top bun at the top. I usually just take whatever pieces that are halfway decent, separate the bigger, fluffier hair in the back, take a bow, literally try to separate my hair so it's not as difficult. I make this as loose as possible because 9 times out of 10 I'm like not even trying to do anything to this that I wouldn't keep for a while. And I would either, I could probably pin it back, but honestly it's not going to stay this way, but take a bobby pin or a clip if your hair is you know, doing a mind of its own like it normally does, and I just take whatever and pin it back. This is like a very loose tutorial, guys, so forgive me, but this would be one style here, right? So let's just say that this is not giving me what I want, or I have an outfit that could probably be bomb if I had like a really cute but simple but really fly hairstyle. I take this middle part right here and I hike it up like so, and I don't use a comb, so if it looks like I'm struggling, just mind your business. I take this bottom half and I leave it like so, just so I can create this like frohawk sort of look without making it super heavy on my hair. Especially if you got like some curls at the ends or something, you want to keep those curls, do that. This is what I recommend. I have these like really super stretchy scrunchies that can stretch probably to the end of this frame. But I'm going to take one of these bows, and very loosely, and I say loosely because, well, you'll see, but take this, stretch it once, take it again, and stretch it twice. Boom, that's it. So the reason why I don't do it as tightly as I would like the front of my head is because I want to stretch it out. Fluffing my hair is probably 75% of the style in itself. I will literally stretch going this way, stretch going this way, stretch going to left, to the right. It doesn't matter. It's stretching it however you need to get the look that you're going for. For me, if I want a fro hawk, it's going to go this way. I stretch going this way. Whatever cute curls you have left, kind of stretch those out so it makes the ambiance look good. And then the last thing I would do is take up another bow, take this bottom half, which is usually smaller. If you have a lot of hair, this might be a whole nother ponytail, but this ain't that. Take that, like I said, very loosely, 1 and 2, and then stretch that. So now you have a second hairstyle. Super cute, super simple. And you see this, I can either fluff it out, I could bring it forward, I could drop a little down. It's literally you freestyling it. Now keep in mind I did gel my hair earlier, so my sides are already kind of slicked down. You can choose to do that if your hair naturally kind of lays down when you pull it back. You may not need gel, but it's totally up to you. Now I honestly want to keep my hair like this, guys, so I don't want to do the third style, but I will say you can actually, if you want to make this into an actual bun, or these like 3 separate buns, I've seen it that way too. I just think if you're going out or if you have like a special event or something, this look can be super simple. You can have a very small fro and still pull this off, and you can have a very big fro and pull this off. So guys, I think I'm only going to give you 2 looks. The big look was 1 look, and then this, simply because it's like halfway decent, and I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up. But guys, I'm satisfied with this. If you like what you see, this is gonna be really quick, but I have a YouTube channel. Follow me, subscribe, join the channel. I am doing some of these little quick vids probably a little more often because it's just easier to do. And the hairstyles that I have really don't last too much longer than I thought they would. But nonetheless, I keep looking at it because I'm very, very surprised it came out this nice. It didn't even come out this nice when I actually planned to do my hair like this. So there you go. If you like it, come back. We have plenty more. Happy FROtober.